students, how are you all? You must be fine. Yes, I know. So today we are going to start English literature, and your chapter is entitled as The Wooden Wonder. Okay, The Wooden Wonder. Now, wooden, do you know what is wood? Yes, obviously. And wonder means something very surprisingly. Okay, something is very surprised. You haven't experienced yet. Okay, that is wonder. Now, once there was a piece of wood in the shop of an old carpenter named Master Antonio Gripito. Now, it is a story about a person who is a carpenter. Carpenter, you know, who work with wood, okay, who make almiras, who make some instrument by the help of wood. Understood? So, he is a carpenter and his name is Antonio Gripito. Antonio Gripito, and everybody, however, called him Master Cherry. Master Cherry is the nickname of Antonio Gripito. Understood? On account of the end of his nose, which was always as red and polished as a ripe cherry. Now he was making something, and he has made, or he has finished making a nose. So he was making some of the robotics type, or he was making some person or anything by the help of wood. So he has completed a nose, and he polished red and polished as a red cherry. So he has polished that wood as a red cherry. That is a color. Red cherry is a color. Understood? No sooner had Master Cherry set eyes on the piece of wood than he said. Now he was making something and he was putting eyes on the wood, and now he was wondered why he was very surprised, because wood, then he said, this wood has come at the right moment. It will just do make the leg of little table. Now he got a wood and he was talking to the wood. The Master Cherry, he was talking to the wood that it is came at very right moment. Okay, when we got anything, when we got a black pen, okay, so we think that this black pen is very good. It will help me in writing. Okay, so he also got a piece of wood, and he thought that it come at me at very good time, that I will make a leg of it. Understood? Leg of that whatever he was making. We will read it. Now, just he was going to give the first stroke of the heard a very small voice say imploringly. Now, when he was about to broke that wood, the wood starts spoking. That wood starts spoking and say imploringly. That is imploringly. That is when we people beg for sympathy. Okay, sympathy means mercy. Okay, when a teacher beat you, when I will beat you, no ma'am, I will not do that. So it means you are saying imploringly. Okay, imploringly. Complete. Okay. Do not speak me so hard. If I beat you, you will tell me, ma'am, please don't hit me so hard. I will not do it again. I will complete my homework. You people do na? Actually, sure you do like that. So, yes, that would start speaking. Understood? He turned his terrified eyes all around the room to try and discover where the little voice could possibly have come from. If this bottle starts speaking to me, I'll wonder. Bottle cannot speak now. I'll surprise. Who is speaking? No one is here. So I'll get little bit surprised. I will surprised like hell. Understood? That who is speaking? Bottle can speak. Yes, like that. Understood? So that's like Master Cherry. He was looking here and there at who is speaking, but he found no one. But he saw nobody. I saw how it is. He is laughing evidently. Now, I'll laugh if I will not find anybody, and if I think that this bottle is speaking. Yes, obviously I can laugh. So evidently means clearly he is laughing. That little voice was all my imagination. So what I will think that this is an imagination. Whatever I was thinking, that is imagination. Illusion means, you know, bhram. When you have bhram of like bhoot, you say sometimes bhoot hai, like that. No. So that is your illusion, imagination. Whatever you imagine, you feel like that. Understood? Now, and taking up this axe, he struck a tremendous blow on the piece of wood. Now he was was. Now he recognized that wood is speaking. Understood? And what he spoke, the wood, that wood spoke, that you have hurt me. If I break this hand, okay, so I'll feel hurt. Yes, I'll feel pain. So that wood is also saying that, oh, you have hurt me. And he just listened that word. Understood? That this time Master Cherry was petrified. Now this time he get afraid. What has happened right now? Now, as soon as he recovered the use of his speech, he began just shuddering and trembling with fear. Now he is just shaking like this. He was very nervous. From where did the voice coming out? Can a wood speak? Can anything is speaking here? Because he was alone now, so there was not even a possibility of speaking anybody. So that wood must have spoken that word. Understood? So he was trembling with fear. Trembling means when you're frightened, when you're totally shattered, you are not speaking, you are totally nervous. That is trembling. But where on earth can the little voice has come from? Now he's thinking, who is speaking on this earth if nobody is here? Okay. It is possible that a piece of wood can have learned to cry and lament like a child. Now whatever I told you now, that Mr. Cherry is also thinking that can a wood speak? Can if I break a wood, it will cry like a child that don't break me. Okay. So like I cannot believe it. Now I also cannot believe. How can Mr. Cherry can believe? So he was not believing. Understood? But he was afraid. This piece of wood is nothing but a log of fuel like others. This is nothing wood. We always use wood to make something. Okay, some utensils, some almiras, okay, some cupboards. Okay, so that is the use of wood. So how can a wood is crying if I am breaking it? So that is Master Cherry was thinking. Okay, now. And thrown in the fire, it would about suffice to boil a saucepan of beans. Understood? So if I'll just fire a wood, and if I put a saucepan on it, if I boil some of the beans, how can can anyone be hidden inside it? So if I'll fire a wood, can that wood can speak? No. So he was thinking that what is happening. Okay, he was very nervous, he was surprised, he was confused what is going on. How can a wood is speaking? Understood? Saying so, he seized the poor piece of wood and commenced beating it and without mercy against the wall of the room. Now, he thinks that if the wood is speaking, I'll just break it. He was going on breaking it and onto the wall. If I'm taking this bottle and just throwing it on the wall, so if the bottle will speak, so it will speak again. Understood? Like that. Then he stopped to listen if he could hear any little voice lamenting. Okay. Now, he wait 2 minutes, nothing, 5 minutes, nothing, 10 minutes, nothing, still nothing. So he just threw that wood on the wall. Okay, and he was thinking that if the wood was speaking, so it will speak again. But he wait. He gave his time and he waited for 2 minutes. Then nothing happened. Then 5 minutes. Then 10 minutes. Okay, and still nothing has happened. Putting the axe aside, he took his plate to plane and polished a piece of wood. Now he started his work and started polishing the wood. But whilst he was running it up and down, he heard the same little voice laughing. Now again, while he was polishing that wood, he thought that something is going to happen, and he felt that wood is laughing. How it will be if a bottle is you are drinking and bottle start laughing, how you will feel? Yes, like that. Stop, you are tickling me all over. Now the Master Cherry is saying that stop, you are confusing me. This time poor Master Cherry fell down as if he had been struck by lightning. When at last he opened his eyes, he found himself seated on the floor. Now this time he felt like that he struck and by lightning. Okay, he was totally confused. Okay, and when sometime he opened his eyes, he found himself sitting on the floor. Okay, became the end of his nose instead of being crimson, and it was nearly always and had become blue of fright. Now whatever he was making, he saw that wood, and that was completed. Okay, it was completed by the nose, it was completed all over. Okay, now we will just read it, because in a single class we cannot complete the chapter. Okay, so we will complete it later. Till here, page number 1, 2, 3 and 1, 2, 4, you have to read. Any of the word we will not understand, so send it to me. Thank you.